The shooting foul.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Timberwolves have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And Mitchell drops them both. San Antonio leading by 3. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Duarte. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up with what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He's certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Ball's knocked loose. Over in the corner. Puts up a 3. Here's Duarte. Bangs home the trifecta. Duarte's got the lead up to 8 now for San Antonio. Here's Mitchell. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout
for Minnesota.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
For the Timberwolves.
And Minnesota has possession. 8-point game. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul.
That's his second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Suggs. Connects from 3-point range. Suggs has got 9.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
It's good from long range.
3 points.
Monks got the lead. Back up to 8 now for San Antonio.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Here's Williams. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing. And look at the elevation.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. 1:43 left in the first half. Pass to Hartenstein. 6 to shoot. Here's Culver. And then Culver with the dunk.
How about the force there from Culver, making sure to finish with power, leaving no doubt with that finish.
On the wing, Green. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Spurs leading by 7. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Duarte. Out to the wing. Now Culver. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block. And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
Shoots the 3. And it's Suggs missing. Here's San Antonio. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Spurs foul. Malik Monk. That's his first personal foul.
So it's the Timberwolves now.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Here's Suggs. Off with the layup. And so it's San Antonio in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Spurs leading by 8. Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim? And when he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
And George with the stuff.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Inside.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Here's George. Drummond trying to get himself free. The shot by George, no good. Pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The assist.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Drummond.
San Antonio foul.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his third personal foul.
Can't let Drummond get established positioning. When he does, it forces you to compromise.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now this summer, a new contract for Andre Drummond after being bought out last season by the Cleveland Cavaliers.
It's nice to get a fresh start. I think he's playing with a chip on his shoulder, eager to prove his doubters wrong. Well, everyone knows once Drummond gets anywhere around the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
On for 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Spurs leading by 11. Here's Duarte. Offensive rebound. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they get it back. Here's Bassey. Spurs working the ball around now. They shoot again. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Williams can't get it to go. Now the Timberwolves with it. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
Nailed from three-point land.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
And here is Monk. 11 points in the game. A three ball. Buries it from three-point range. Monk's got 7 now in this quarter.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second.
And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%. And he seems to be getting better with age.
Driving inside. To the inside. And stolen by Drummond. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them at a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
Here's George. Takes it inside. He can't get that one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
And it's Suggs missing. Spurs leading by 7. Now, here's Monk. 16 points for him. Drains the three-pointer. Duarte's got 9 points.
Where was the D there? No one was covering the open man.
That bucket in no time at all.
Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Give it up for your Timberwolves Dancers!
1:27 left in the third. Anunoby in the corner. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trailed by 7. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by Gafford. Here's Morant. Drives to the hoop. And then Morant slams it in.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go? In a bump this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Spurs working now with a new shot clock. And finished off by Morant.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Here's Suggs. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Oh, and the jam by Barrett.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Morant with it. He's got 19. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Timberwolves trail by 15. Mitchell outside. And he makes good on the layup.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
On the wing, Bridges. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Mitchell outside. It's stolen by Barrett. Morant with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Morant drives in. And then jammed down right as he goes over Marjanovic.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Here's Mitchell. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Throws it up high.
OG Anunoby.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Spurs leading by 19 points. Morant drives in.
Ja Morant.
And finished off by Morant.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Now Hampton. Nice D from Barrett.
He'd like to have that one back. That's easy money.
Offensive rebound. Out to Morant. Pass to Barrett. Shot clock at 5. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Minnesota calls timeout. And with the offense we've been seeing throughout the league this year, Steve, what are the chances someone breaks the Suns' record of 107 points and a half?
Wow, Kevin. We saw the Warriors put up 92 and a half a few years back, but that's still 15 points short. I think a team like the Warriors, the Brooklyn Nets, a few of them, if they get going from behind the three-point line, it's possible.
Spurs passing it around. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Barrett's got 5 points now this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And that one's good, George.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by the Spurs.
Anunoby has the open look. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Down low. Wide open look. And he comes up with the deuce. George has got 15 points in just the second half.
A reliable jump shooter, Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the basket is good. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor. I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought... And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
You love to see this kind of leadership, directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That'll be his second foul of the game. George, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound.
OG Anunoby has great lateral quickness. Gets it done defensively. Great contest on that play.
Barrett, no good. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.